Am I the a-hole for screaming and swearing at my wife while in extreme pain? Last night my wife, 28F, and I, 28M, were getting ready for bed, staying at my mother-in-law for the holiday. I was cleaning out my ears, when I accidentally stabbed myself in the eardrum with the Q-tip. It was extremely painful, 10 on the pain scale. I fell to my knees, freaked out, and started screaming at the top of my lungs and swearing. Most of it was just generic cursing at the pain, but at one point, as my wife is yelling at me, "What? What happened?" I did scream at her, "Shut the F up." After a minute or so I calmed down as the pain receded. The first thing my wife did was tell me that I was being dramatic and that my reaction was unnecessary. I was pretty dumbfounded as I stood there with my ear still throbbing a bit. "I'm fine by the way," and we fought for a while as I got defensive about my reaction, that I'd really not had control over it, and that I had really been in a huge amount of pain. We threw some insults, but I did apologize for how disturbing my reaction was. We calmed down and she offered to check my ear where she sheepishly admitted she saw a little blood. Again, "I'm fine," and apologized for diminishing my reaction. The next morning, my mother-in-law came home from running an errand and pretty much immediately tore into me for scaring and freaking her out last night and that it was unacceptable. Didn't even offer me the chance to explain or apologize, just laid into me, before disappearing into her room. I sat down with my wife, who apologized for her mother and said that was unacceptable, but then she told me that my reaction the previous night was overblown and unhealthy. I was stunned, because it felt like she had completely reversed herself from the previous night. I had to leave the house to go run an errand while I calmed down. When I got back, we talked about it and she was adamant that though she believed me about how much pain I was in, that my reaction was not normal and unhealthy and that I should have had more control over myself. My stance is that because of the extreme pain I was in, my reaction, even though it was very unnerving for her, which I acknowledge and apologized for, was completely involuntary and I couldn't have controlled it even if I tried. Does my reaction make me the a-hole?